That's my life.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
God damn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hello,
yeah,
hello.
Look, you slicked your hair
yeah, yeah.
back and everything, bro. You could looking good.
AU, we live. Who you talking to?
Who do you think?
I ain't done shit with my hair, so I don't know who you're talking to.
Nah,
Yo, I got this fucking Ecuadorian highlights. I want to see the fucking goddamn Premier League highlights. No fucking Ecuadorian shit. No disrespect to the Ecuadorians, but come on.
Yo,
Okay, let's
no
go.
disrespect to the Ecuadorians. Every time
But I don't
somebody
want to see
says
that
that
Ecuadorian
shit,
shit.
it means total fucking disrespect.
yeah, yeah. I'm just jamming now, boys. Come on now. Let's
Okay,
get
we
this
we we
podcast
li- we
started.
are live. We live.
Hey,
Yeah,
Relax.
you,
Fucking
we
covering
live,
from
baby.
relax there,
Live.
Dubai.
fucking Biggie Smalls. Relax.
Uh.
Okay.
It was all a dream. Big Shoes magazine. Yeah, okay. Dale, dale,
Welcome,
dale.
welcome everybody. Welcome. We haven't done one of these in a while, but it's Arsenal Ultras live, postseason, postseason, and we're gonna be covering the transfer window, which opened just a couple days ago.
No, it's already open.
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
Fucking
I thought it
It
was
June.
open.
is.
I thought it opened in
Oh, that's
14
true.
days.
A couple days ago.
Yep. It's June, baby.
Damn, man. Another year, another fail, another
I
hopeless
knew he was gonna say
year.
that. Another year, another disappointment. Shut the fuck up, Paulo. This is new us, baby.
Tengo una sed de gonorrea, hueputa.
This is new us. We on that new shit now. We came second and we're getting ready to come first.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right, I like the confidence, guys. But it all goes down to anything that we do this transfer window. It's gonna be a tough transfer window because like I mentioned before, all these tough motherfuckers are going for players this year.
We're gonna be going for players too. So
Mhm.
I hope so. Let's compete. Let's compete this year.
Yeah, no, I do think that we have an attractive position right now. We're the youngest team in the Premier League again.
and we came second.
Yes,
And we're in London.
yes. It is really make or break though, but I feel like we're gonna come in third place.
Okay, we
Hmm.
can save those little predictions for later because we don't even know what the fuck is gonna. I can't make predictions until I see some friendlies until I see who we get over the transfer window.
Yeah, no, but that's regardless of who we get. I feel like Champions League, and then you guys are counting this team out.
Well, you're counting us in, motherfucker. What if we don't get nobody?
No, I think we'll do fine. Like I feel like there's a standard, and I feel like that standard is at least getting like one or two like really good players. Well, that's not even a standard yet, but this is I think what really needs to happen this transfer season is just at least get two like actual top quality players, and I feel like Arsenal is in a position to attract those type of players, unlike how it was before when we were demand or expecting that shit, but there was really no way because Arsenal was not
The
attractive at
banter
that point in
years.
time. Huh?
The banter years.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well, since we're talking about this already, and we're already talking about the kind of players that we need, and that Eric's already predicting fucking goddamn X Men over here, Magneto. Who's the guy that can predict Cerebro ass motherfucker over here, predicting the future and shit. He can already
No,
tell that we're gonna get the players that we need.
you're
So,
welcome.
what are the
You're
players that we
welcome.
need from this transfer window? Starting it off there. Give me two or three players or type of players or positions that we need to be filled in.
CDM. Uh,
Is that your priority? Number one. If there's
yes,
one player that we need to get, it's a
CDM.
defensive midfielder.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like too many times, and it's really just comes down to it. Really is just one player that I think that it's absolutely crucial to get, and that's I think Declan Rice. I feel like he's versatile enough to cover a couple of positions that will solidify ourselves defensively. I think, and I think Real Madrid has really shown how important defensive solidity really is.
Hmm.
In Real Madrid, in are you talking about the Brazilian?
No, I'm talking about the whole team in general. Like throughout the years, they've always been. That's
Solid
really
defensively.
that's really been their mark, just being defensively solid, even when they didn't have the talent all around to actually compete with some of these teams. They went in and fucking counterattacked, and that's what they do best. As long as you can at least get a goal or two, and you can keep the other team from scoring, I think you'll be fine. And
when the fuck has Real Madrid not had the talent? What the fuck?
no, but they sometimes they would count them out. They'd be like, "Oh, well, Ronaldo's not there. Well, Sergio Ramos is not there." But either way, it doesn't fucking matter. They have a lot of these young players, and they find a way to win. But it's always because they're always defensively solid. But once that happened to Barcelona, you see, once that happened to Barcelona, fucking game over because they didn't have that defense. They had Piqué. We know how good he is on defense. Sergio Busquets, we all know how good he is on defense. Who else? Jordi Alba, he's not that great at defense either. And their whole team went to shit. And they weren't competing for anything.
So defensive midfielder for you.
Hmm?
Defensive midfielder for you, specifically Declan Rice.
Yeah, because I also believe he could play center back. Well, he did start off as a center back, and I think he could rotate or even just do a job as a center back role to give cover just in case in that position. But he's obviously like the number one choice for CDM, I think.
Yeah, I think
What about
priority
you, Paulo?
definitely. Yeah, I'm with Eric. Yeah, no, for sure. I'm with Eric with the Rice thing. I don't know about playing him on center back because I mostly know him about playing that CDM role.
Mhm.
That's the only reason I say I don't know about that center back position. But no, definitely that he should be our main guy this year. He definitely will give you the same qualities that I think Arteta's been looking. I think that this is a guy that checks all Arteta's boxes, right? Leadership, young, aggressive, athletic,
Yep.
being able to shift between attack and defense. So then this is a really good opportunity for Arteta to really complete his midfield. Now, the second position that I probably think that we need to cover the most is the right back position. I think by finding someone that can cover that the right back position will really free up a lot of opportunities for White and shifting White and Saliba and then Gabriel.
So do you think we need a starter at right back, or we just need a backup at right back?
Absolutely, I think we need to go for someone who can possibly start or it's a starter off the bat.
And who is that for you? Your number one choice?
That's a great question. I had to look. Honestly, I haven't looked, but I know that that's something that I really want, which is a right back.
So that's a priority, even though Ben White is potential. I mean, it could be argued he's one of our better performances here.
I don't know about second.
Yeah, no, for sure. There's no argument that of White's performance this year or last
This
season.
Yeah, this season that we just ended.
There's no argument. I think he's great, but I mean, like, if we get like the likes of Joao Cancelo, that's not a bad choice, right? Like he can play according to Eric, he can play both sides. So shit, man, why not, man? I do think we need somebody great on the right hand side, though.
So you entertain the notion of Cancelo?
Yeah, of course. I think you'd be an idiot not to entertain that, bro.
Yeah,
even with all the issues.
I mean, it's gonna come with like these star players, bro. These issues are gonna come throughout the time with any of these kids. Once they start growing up, bro, they're gonna start misbehaving, bro, here or there. It's just part of the growth. The growth.
Left back. Caicedo.
Oh shit! Hold up. There we go. Okay.
Arta loves. Don't close your eyes at me like that, Fabian. I saw how you were just like, oh fuck this guy.
I'm trying to fix Paulo. Paulo's fucking signal went out. But go ahead.
No, see.
No, yeah, I think he'd be great, and especially I think that really works well if Declan Rice, if we also got Declan Rice, because then that way we could have Zinchenko and Caicedo just kind of being those inverted full. Declan Rice back, and that dude. Imagine the fucking defensive solidity with that, just having Caicedo just running all over the fucking midfield. athletic fucking beast in the back.
Nah,
Why
I
not?
don't like it.
Why not?
Seems like too much, bro.
I think that
It seems
works.
like a
That
lot,
works
bro.
perfectly with Caicedo.
Like Eric, you saw Caicedo play for like about 3 games, bro, and you
Yes.
expect him to be that right
No,
back.
no, but
the all
I
fucking
look
time.
more.
He can do a job at right
That's
back.
he didn't play inverted that can play on that wing. Just looked like shit. He stopped our whole fucking. What was it? Our right? No, our left side.
Yeah, left
Which is even
side.
worse. Which is usually our stronger side. He shut them all down.
I think he's gonna struggle as a right back.
Huh?
Against bigger teams, focus on counterattack, like Liverpool, or press. Kind of fuck.
Caicedo.
No, Caicedo's great against the press.
Yeah.
Don't be starting that shit. You're on that.
He is like one thing. No, his technique isn't the best. But I think his awareness is what really sets him apart. His technique, he still needs to get better at that. And you even said it. You'd be willing to put him at the number 8 to actually hone his skills as a number 8. But that's
I never
Okay,
said
fine.
that. That was Fabian.
I said that.
Mm-hmm.
Paulo didn't say that.
Oh,
Oh no, I don't know if Paulo said that shit, but I definitely.
I said I like Caicedo as a number 6.
I'd like to check that because
the Shaka roll, Bobby. That's why. That's how I see Caicedo.
Wait, the
Well, that's
Chaka
an
roll right now,
eight.
or
yeah,
the Chaka
The
roll right
Shaka
now is
eight.
8.
right now.
that's an 8.
No, he's not an 8, Bobby. Odegaard's an 8, bro.
No,
No, he's a
Odegaard's a 10.
Oh my God, bro. He's an 8.
No, he's
he's a
not,
10.
Paulo. Odegaard's a 10. He's a 10 that presses.
Yeah.
Chaka's the 8.
Sounds like an 8. Mm-mm.
Nah, you tripping.
No.
No, okay. Well, regardless, in that Shaka role, you'd be willing for him to actually hone those attacking skills, but why not actually further increase, like make him even look better and hone his like technique and skills in the just progressing the play. And I think he does that really well, progressing the play and just stopping the play, which is great. And then we can keep him on the wing, stopping anybody there, or we can even just replace Zinchenko with him. And I think that'd be great. Because he can not only stop the play, which is one thing that Zinchenko can't really do, because we all know that, I mean, he's great at progressing the ball, but he's terrible defensively. He's so bad. But if we cover that little hole with Caicedo and he just does what he does, I think that would be really good for our team and like our style of play.
Okay.
And he could even potentially play in the right back spot, right back, left back, and center mid. And that covers 3 spots. And that keeps that little rotation and that competition in multiple positions, which is, I think, what we need. Like I've said, that Man City, they've really, really set the bar very high where every player in that team could potentially be a starting 11 player, except for like, or can literally be replaced except for like 3 players, which is Ederson,
But realistic though.
Haaland, and De Bruyne.
Okay, but realistic though. This is you saying that we're gonna get Rice and Caicedo. What happens if we only get Caicedo? Do you still play him as a right back? Does that theory still work, even though we don't get Rice?
No, if we do that, we can still do that because I think Partey can still do what Rice could do. It'll be a little bit different, or maybe we can't play both him and Zinchenko at the same time.
Yeah, let's not front. It's not like Partey's a bum. He's just not.
Yeah.
The one thing that we know about Rice is that he's young and that he's fucking available all the time. And I love a motherfucker that's available all the time.
Yeah.
And he's consistent.
And he's a leader. And we are also, it seems like we're getting rid of a leader, which I'm not like 100% like for with Shaka, but this guy wants to leave. He wants to play. So whatever.
Okay, but quick question for y'all, since y'all been hyping up this midfield situation. So you guys literally think that we are Rice away from, this is the missing piece. Do you guys think this is the missing piece or what? What do you guys think?
No, I still think we need more than Rice to be able to compete. But either way, I think next year is going to be hard because I think it's to think that Liverpool really is not going to go back to how they were playing, especially the way they looked at the end of the season. If they can at least they figured out something and they figured out that okay, so well, we really need to play Alexander Arnold because this guy's special. Like this guy's got a better right foot than Beckham. This guy's got like the best right foot in the world, and you can't just leave him on the bench. But this guy's terrible at defending. So they had to figure out, and he took a page out of Pep's book, and he put him as like a center attacking mid, kinda. Zinchenko / Cancelo. It was like a mix in between the both because this guy's so talented. That guy could literally just send a pass just whenever with his right foot. As long as he can get it to his right foot, like he can really get it to anybody. Pinpoint cross.
So you think Liverpool's going to be back next season?
I think so, yeah. I think it'd be crazy not to think so. Even as their players are aging, and I don't think they'll be able to do this for much longer, but I think last year might really be their last hurrah until they have to scratch that whole fucking project and restart all over again.
I mean, they kind of did, to be honest. I mean, when we look at the players that they got, they really just have Salah now. You know,
Yeah, but
from that
the
but
problem
what
this year
about
was the midfield, though. Yeah, I mean, the problem was always the midfield for me this year.
right,
or
and
Liverpool.
we already know what's going to happen with that. Yeah, they got McAllister.
They fixed it. Yeah, they kind of fixed it in a way. But either way, like I feel like they have talent they have Van Dijk still. I think he's still got like another year of like top quality football in him. They've got Alisson, the best goalkeeper in the Premier League, in the world. Yeah, I agree with that. They've got Robertson. They like most of these are like just maybe right past their prime, and some of them are right at their prime. It's like a mix of everything. But I still think they're going to be able to really challenge Arsenal next season.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're ones to watch. I think they're going to be playing really well next season. I think they need it this season. But so then, Paulo, what's all the hype about getting Rice then? If we don't think that he's going to be the player that kind of gets us to that, and I'm not saying to at least keeps us in the same level as we were this year, where we were like.
Well, I think Eric, that's not really mine. I think Rice.
What's your opinion?
I think Rice will complete the midfield. Now, in regards to strength and endurance in the midfield, like longevity, I think we might need another player or two in the midfield. But I think with the likes of Martinelli, and then between Partey, Xhaka, if he does say, and then you have Rice, and then you have on the other side you have Saka.
Mm-hmm.
I think that kind of completes our midfield right there. But I think you still need depth, right? Because we're going to be competing for the Champions League and then the Premier League, FA Cup, Capital One, or whatever they call it now. And it's a lot. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot for the entire year. And we've run into injuries this year, right? We know about injuries. We should be experts about injuries. But yeah, we refuse to get enough players for them to play. And when we do get enough players, most of them are deadwood. So if we can manage to somehow combine all these players that we're supposedly on the lookout to get, I think that would be a perfect. But I do think Rice would be the missing puzzle piece.
No, I don't think so, because I think we still need to get a partner for him as well. And I mean, I don't know if Caicedo is that guy to be just that guy that's going to be next to him. It depends on how we really end up playing. It depends on who we get.
Man, I don't think we're gonna get Rice and Caicedo, bro. I just can't see that, bro.
What about Tielemans?
It's just too dreamy, you know.
What about Rice and Tielemans?
I think that's a good shout out. But I think a better shout out it might be what's that guy's name from Southampton?
Ward-Prowse.
Ward-Prowse.
I don't know. I think he's more of like a deep lying midfielder, though.
He's going to Tottenham, isn't he? Isn't that almost like borderline confirmed?
I don't know, but I don't really see how he fits in our team, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't really like him.
Like the places where he operates, people are already there, and I think they do it a little bit better. And unless he's just gonna be a partner alongside Rice, and then we get rid of Zinchenko and we use another. Yeah. Yeah, so I really don't see how Ward-Prowse really fits in our team.
I gotcha.
And then he
Well, I'm
only
just
he
looking
only
for
really covers one
solutions, cheaper
position.
solutions, realistic solutions, right?
So nobody thinks that like our attack needs any fixing at all. Like nobody thinks that that's a problem.
Well, we need another right wing. We need another striker.
Shit, that's a lot of fucking positions we talking about now.
We need an 8. We don't even have like a real starting 8. Like either one of our, I think potentially some of our youngsters could fill that position. Like specifically, like really, I'm just talking about Smith Rowe.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, that's I think the only guy that could really help us out with that. But like if he's gonna be there, I know he's not super great for in the press or in like the defense, and I don't know about that. Like there's a lot of rumors, but I don't know about that. But with
That shit ain't gonna
but
happen.
with Zinchenko on that side, I really see it very hard for them two to really coexist with each other. But if we go ahead and put Caicedo in that position, I feel like that I could see that. I feel like that's one of the ways that Caicedo could work. Like, yeah, it's a long shot, but if like I think it'd be ridiculous not to go in for Caicedo right now when we know he wants to come to us and he could be serviceable. I think there's a couple of ways that he could be serviceable to Arsenal.
That Smith Rowe shit is dead. If he didn't start at all this season when we were like when we needed midfielders and shit because Partey was playing like ass and Chaka was whatever, I don't think he's gonna come next season. I mean, all
He
he's gonna
was
play, I think, all I could see him playing was like FA Cup games, maybe.
he was injured for a while. I'm still not ready to give up on him just yet because the season before that he was electric. He was crazy, and I think that is something that we do need, and that Shaka wasn't able to. I mean, he gave it up to a point, but imagine somebody who's really good at offense and who's good at driving and movement, and that's something that Smith Rowe is really good at, and he's a goal threat. He really
What
is
if
a
that
goal
is
threat.
the what if that is the Chaka replacement actually? What if we just get Rice and that's it, and then Smith
Uh,
Rowe is just a guy.
Well, no, I think I feel like that would be unacceptable if we only get Smith Rowe because not only are we
Only
getting
get Rice.
or yes, Rice, my bad. Not only are we getting 200 mil in budget, but we still have a shitload of players to sell. We have a lot of players that are coming back from loan that don't really fit into our system that did really well on loan, and a bunch of youngsters that did really well on loan and are coming back, but they want to play. But they're
Yeah,
not going to get playing time because
let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you a question. As a business individual between you and Eric, right? And Eric and Fabian, right? Between you two, do you guys think if we go out and buy players right now, are we buying high or are we buying low in the market right now?
Depends on the player. What player are we talking about? What are you
Just
asking me right now?
just the market itself.
Are
think
you
it,
saying like the market is hot right now, or if we're looking for deals?
Are we well as a business? You're looking at transactions right now between Caicedo, Rice, and all these fucking players. You think it's high or is it low?
It's high because these players are hot. I mean, we are at the. I just want to real quick. I'll say I don't want to be too long-winded about it, but in the position that we're in, I think we don't have a choice but to buy high because we're in the position where it's like it's kind of about time for us to start being in win now mode. We're not necessarily in win
Aggressive,
now.
right?
Yeah. We're not necessarily in win now mode because we are a young team. It's not like do or die. But like this team is now ready, in my opinion, to like get a couple players that are world class in order for us to challenge. The days of getting the Martinellis and developing them, I think that's kind of over now.
Yeah, I think right now we've got a good core and that we've been looking for them for a very long while. Or
And we developed them.
yeah, we've developed them. We've done this for a while now, and I think it's time to really just go and push and add to these players. Just put players that are going to complement these and just going to evolve the team and just take it to the next level.
And players that are ready now, specifically, in my opinion.
Yeah, or about to hit the like their prime, like literally maybe like a year away.
Mm-hmm. Why? What's your point, Paulo? What are you trying to get at?
I'm just looking at this. There's always going to be hot players. All these hot players are always going to cost money, right?
Yes.
We all know that.
Mhm.
They're always going to be a plus 50, plus 60, plus 80, whatever.
Mhm.
I get that, but the problem is that right now there's so many teams that I'm looking at these teams, and they're all looking for the Martinellis of the world, whatever. But they're all looking for the same particular position, and I think it's very dangerous because we know how competitive Arsenal is in the market, and either they're very knowledgeable and they know who they want, but unfortunately go into a bidding war because they said it that they don't want to be in the bidding war.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna go for that, right? And I think we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose a lot, and that's my biggest fear.
Lose what though?
Lose out on all these great players, man.
But that's what it is, man.
But
Once you lose
we
one, you
also
can't
we were never in a position where it made sense to go for these top players because we had a bunch of scrubs and then like one really good guy or one or yeah, that's really how it was. And I think we don't have pretty much everybody in our club right now is very serviceable. And
Yeah, you know what?
it's part of the culture. Like I think we know exactly who we're trying to go for, and what styles and what type of positions, what styles, what areas of the
Mhm.
pitch they cover, and I think that's really going to help us. Just having really a plan, because I feel like sometimes we just didn't even have a plan.
That's Paulo's thing. He wants to have a plan. Me and Eric talked about this like about 2 days ago, but we said that well I personally I said this is just me talking for myself that I think this is the transfer season where I think Edu earns his money. Like this is where I get to see, hey, is this dude ready to really build a competitive team around Arteta, or has Arteta been working miracles like with fucking kids from favelas in fucking Brazil and fucking nice boys from the academy? Has he been working miracles with these motherfuckers, or are we ready to like buy players that are ready to win now and get shit going? Because like Eric said, this is the first time I think in a long time since like maybe like the Ozil days, or like when Alexis Sanchez first came to us, where I think we're like this is the first transfer window where I feel like okay, yeah, no, we are in now. It's us, and it's time for us to compete. Like last year, it was like yeah, we might do something, but nobody kind of expected us to really do anything. But now everybody knows that hey, like this is a hot young team ready to win some shit.
Hmm.
And so now is the time to get the players that are ready to win some shit now. So this is what
Hmm.
I want to see it do. Like, is he able to sell us to other players? Is he able to get players like Rice, who clearly want to come to us? Is he able to get players like I said, who clearly want to come to us, but other teams are interested in? Or does he fail at that? And is he just good for spotting projects, for spotting talent that is underdeveloped and is a bargain?
Hmm.
That's kind of what I need to see.
Do you think that if we get Caicedo and we missed out on Rice, you consider this a successful window or a failure?
It also depends
I
on the other players we get.
Yeah, and I also need to see how they play. Like I won't. I'm not ready to call anything a failure or a success until I see like preseason and I see that first game. But it'll feel kind of like a failure if we don't get Rice, to be honest, because
I
he's
mean,
so
there's have to
inexperienced.
be winners and failures, Fabian. Like, there's gonna be moments that we're gonna win transfer windows, and some we're not,
Yeah,
bro.
but are you just gonna go
So,
ahead and jump the gun and be like, "Oh, they had a terrible fucking transfer, unacceptable, blah blah blah," but then it fucking ends up being a fucking success by the end of the year? Because that's
What if
exactly
Caicedo
what we were
fits us
talking
really
about,
perfectly?
Mikhailo Mudrik. We're like, "Oh, fucking failure. We're pieces of shit, whatever." But but then this guy only goes and does what? Nothing. He did nothing.
well,
Then we get Trossard and
Chelsea are
Trossard.
nothing, bro.
Trossard.
They switched out two managers, bro. Come on now.
So you're saying that
Oh,
Modric
now
has
you're putting
talent?
up excuses for
Yeah.
them. But look, they went and overbid, and for what? For 2 assists, and he looked terrible.
What are you saying, Paulo? That he's better than he looks?
I think if you giving him time, he's gonna flourish.
Okay.
heavily.
Oh, but now you want to give people time. But we're trying to win now. That's the thing. We're
Yeah,
trying to
'cause
win now.
ain't no way you would have been as forgiving of some of those misses if he played for Arsenal. You would have been like, get this motherfucker out of my club right now.
Yeah, like go,
Some of
go
those
back
misses
to
were
Ukraine.
some of those misses were fucking unforgivable. You would have been sending his ass to fucking Putin right now, being like, bomb this motherfucker, prisoner right here, prisoner of war.
All right, but I would take a CDM, a right back, and a center forward that can play out in the wing.
So you do want a center forward.
Well, we already
do.
have that 7er forward that can play in the wing.
Joao Felix, bro.
Oh, come on now.
What, you don't want him now?
I don't like.
No.
He's too much like
Come on.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I want something a little more different.
yeah. I feel like we're trying to get to the next level. We can't just have somebody, because pretty much what it's gonna end up being is that one's gonna be better than the other, or one of them's gonna get preferred over the other guy, and he's just gonna be not the starter. But I want somebody who's gonna be competing, who's gonna be right there. Like if we don't want to end up playing this way, we could play this other way. So we'll put this other motherfucker in there.
So who do you guys have in mind?
I don't know. It always seems like we're going for like a number 9, like a real number 9. It looks like because okay, who are we going for? Vlahovic. We were going for Calvert-Lewin.
Darwin Nunes.
We weren't
in for Nunes, were we?
You were, yeah. The year before.
What about
No,
Alvarez?
we weren't.
Yes, you
I
were.
don't think so. No, we weren't.
The City rejects.
I guess, yeah, but he's not like
He's a
a
great player.
9-9.
He's
Dude,
critical,
he's literally the definition of a South American striker, though. That guy's
he's
gritty,
critical, though.
huh?
Yeah, he's critical though.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
I'm not
he's
saying
critical.
I'm not bashing on South Americans. Like this guy's this guy's from the street. He's scrappy. He's very, very scrappy, and I really like that about him. Like I don't know who he reminds me of really, but this guy just puts his head down, and it really does. Sometimes it doesn't even seem like he has technique or anything, but he does have technique.
That sounds a little bit like Martinelli, except he
Yeah.
might be more critical than him.
Yeah, maybe. No, yeah, but he's scrappy. I really like that about him.
Okay, real quick, because we mentioned Caicedo and the possibility of a bidding war. There are rumors right now that Chelsea is heavily interested in him.
Of course.
Chelsea, as they copy our fucking homework and shit.
Yeah.
So they're interested in him, and they're willing to. And the rumors are that he wants us more, and that he wants to play Champions League, obviously.
Mhm.
But the rumor is that Chelsea is willing to pay him more and pay more for the transfer fee. What do you guys think about that, and what would it mean to you if say this player wants us more than Chelsea, but somehow Chelsea get him?
At the end of the day, if we get Rice, I think it'll be fine. Because I don't know how well Caicedo would be as like the lone CDM in our system. That's my opinion though. But I think he could really. I think it does tickle my pickle where him.
You better stop that shit, bro. Stop with that shit, man.
Declan Rice and Caicedo like play together, and I think there really is a way for that to really happen, and it's just
Put a pause
it's
on that shit,
mouthwatering.
bro.
It'd be amazing. And at
Okay,
first I was a non-believer, but now I'm a believer. I feel like there is a way that could really, really work, and it's very exciting.
Caicedo.
I've been saying it, man. But no, enough with the tickle my pickle shit.
It tickles my pickle.
Okay, so what about you, Paulo? The possibility of Caicedo. We have skin in the game. We're fucking Ecuadorians. It is what it is. We can't take that part out of it, but it still would feel hard to know that this player wants us, and somehow Chelsea, who are in 10th place and barely have a coach, first year with Pochettino. It's Pochettino, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And they still are able to get a player over us. But go ahead. Well, how would you feel, Paulo?
No, crappy, man. It's like the same old, same old. It's like we don't.
Oh,
it doesn't
come on
change.
now. Come on now. You can't be saying
No,
same old, same old.
I'm
after
It
the
is the
last
same old,
Paulo.
same old.
I'm
Dude,
kind of
we
with Paulo
lost
on
two.
that.
fucking Chelsea every fucking time, bro. Come
I'm kind of
on
with
now.
Paulo on that. If we can't fucking get
How
players
can
over
you?
Chelsea now, like when the fuck are we going to?
Because
Well, our
we're
number
not. Because
priority
we're
is
not,
obviously
dude. They've told
price.
us. The club has told us. They're like, no, we're not competing against other clubs for players. They've said it to us. There's no way.
Yeah, and
They only want players that are willing to come to us. That's
But
the
we
only reason.
know this motherfucker's willing to come to us. He said it on fucking social media. Like it don't get much
Mhm.
more willing to come to us than
But
that.
look, guys. Guess who else doesn't overpay for players anymore? Man City.
City.
Man City, dude. 60 mil for Haaland. That's so far down, dude. He should be worth a lot more. He should be worth over 100 mil.
That's because they got back channels now, bro.
Whatever.
They be
But
fucking. They be
guess
doing
guess
that
who else doesn't overpay? Well,
under
like
the
they don't
table shit.
overpay for like quality like now. No, well they do for like the ones that are super super special, but Real Madrid, I feel like they're a very good mix of overpaying and just
They're still overpaying, Eric.
hmm?
They're still overpaying.
Not really.
Real Madrid be
really.
putting them billion-dollar clauses on them shits.
They do, yeah. No, but that really
That's
because
some other mafia
Fiorentino really is a genius. Like that guy's like one of a kind. He always ends up finding a way to get these players. But look, he got Vinicius for what? Like how much did he get him for?
Well, let's find out this bullshit.
I think
Like
it was
yeah,
like 60,
it looked like
wasn't
it like they really overpaid, but he keeps buying these young players for
It was like 60, I think.
no, for Vinicius.
Yeah, it wasn't 60.
No, that was probably like Endrick. Endrick was like 40 or 50
46 million.
Okay, I would've
for
thought it was
Vinicius.
46.
Vinicius.
It was more. It was more than like. It was more than.
No,
40,
I
think.
really don't think how many.
46 million at 18 years old, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, but that looks
You know
like
who
a
doesn't
fucking
overpay for their
fucking
fucking
steal
Brazilians,
right
bro?
now though.
Awesome, bro.
Imagine
Alright?
imagine
You're the
how
one-
much that guy would cost right now.
Stop, Paulo.
Imagine how much
Don't add
Vinicius
that
would
shit,
cost
bro.
right now. Because instead
Real
of
Madrid is
overpaying for already
Your
made
history is
players,
fucking paying for the fucking players,
here, let me
bro.
talk, bro.
Let me talk, bro. Hurry up, put it.
How the fuck are we? How
Yeah,
the fuck
look,
are we overpaying
like yes,
for
they're
Brazilians? We paid
overpaying
5
for
million.
these young players, but then at the end of the day, it's a fucking steal in the long run. Vinicius is one of the best players in the world right now.
Yeah, you gotta
He's
think long-term,
easily
Pato.
top 10, maybe even top 5.
But they're still overpaying for their fucking players, bro.
No, but look where he's at now. How much is Vinicius worth right now?
I think honestly, when I think about it, I think in general, like clubs are kind of done overpaying for shit. I think those days of like paying like 200, 150 for like fucking Coutinho and 200 for Neymar. When was the last time a fucking team paid like? I'm not talking about Saudi shit. Like fuck that shit. I'm talking about like European football. Like when was the last time a European club paid like more than 150 for a player?
Well,
I
look,
can't even
look
really
where
remember. I think it was
Barcelona is
Coutinho.
now.
What's his name? Well, I don't know if he was 150. Was he Sancho?
Who? To United?
Yeah.
No, he was like 70.
See?
Yeah, and they had a clause, so I'm sure they were able to get him for less. I don't know, but all I'm saying is I think it feels like those days are kind of done. Like we're
No.
returning back to normal a little bit.
Look at Rice. Look at Caicedo, bro.
Rice ain't going for more than 120. I'm telling you right now.
And you don't think that's a fucking crazy amount?
No, not for a fucking young, good-looking fucking British motherfucker. You know how the motherfuckers be going for 180.
You're
And this
just
motherfucker's actually decent. Back in the day with Charlie Adams will be going for 150.
Enzo went for 121 million.
That's fucking new money, Chelsea. They don't know what the fuck they're doing right now. They
Modric
don't
went
know what
for
they're doing.
100 million.
That's different too. I'm talking non-circus shit. These motherfuckers be fucking circus. Oh, you know what's gonna determine that? Bellingham. I want to see how much Bellingham goes for.
150.
Okay, yeah.
That's what they're saying.
150.
Coutinho. went for
Coutinho
100.
went for 150, right?
Yeah, that's insane. Joao Felix 126.
Yeah. Now,
Jack
Chelsea-
Grealish 118. Lukaku 115.
No, I think at the end of the day, really the teams that are super overpaying for players are English teams. It really is true.
Darwin
Well,
That's
yeah,
insane.
we got to move on to another subject real quick. Was it still the transfer window, and this is still pertaining to the one of the guys we've been talking about, and that's Rice. But United has come out as a possible destination for him. Would you guys consider him? Would you guys consider United a threat to land Rice over
Honestly,
us?
All these motherfuckers are a threat.
I really don't see where he fits in that team. Other than if him taking Casemiro's spot.
Yeah, the Casemiro replacement.
But come on now, are they really gonna drop Casemiro and paying 300,000 in wages a week?
I mean, Casemiro's like 30. He's like 32 now, isn't he?
Yeah,
Maybe he can just.
I don't know. I feel like they have other holes to fill, and they just got Casemiro. Like, well, then again, it's fucking United.
So you think Casemiro can still start for a couple more years? He still has juice in
Yes,
him.
yes.
Yeah, I agree. I still think if United becomes interested in him, though, that's a problem. But I agree.
Yeah, but like at the end of the day, I think Rice really needs to see like for the betterment of his career, other than like money. I don't know if he. I feel like he could get a similar amount of money pretty much anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
unless they're like really fucking like ridiculously crazy, like Chelsea. I think, nah, yeah, just Chelsea. But is he really gonna go to Chelsea? I really don't think so because they don't have European football, and he just left West Ham just to have European football, like real top Champions League shit. And I think that really puts us over the bar and puts us in good positions. But there's a lot of people who are out for sale or who don't have contracts that are free agents, and that's going to be very very interesting because there's a lot of possibilities
There
this
are a
year.
lot of free agents. That's a fact. There's a lot of interesting, a lot of possibilities. Even with some of the clubs that were relegated, a lot of good shit out there.
Hmm.
I'm still looking at Tielemans as a possibility for sure.
Yeah, I think that's a good sub maybe or
Yeah,
starter even.
like a Plan B type shit for sure.
Yeah, no, he's good. Uh, I really would like to see what's his Smith Rowe succeed, but who the hell knows? It's really make or break, I think, this year for him. If he doesn't perform, or if he's not able to fit or even get into the team, I think he's really got to go.
Well,
And I think there's a couple of players like that right now,
yeah,
where
Tierney's
it's
on the
like this
verge.
year.
Probably Tierney's
I
gone.
think he's leaving. Really, I don't think he really fits our
Mhm.
anything the way we play.
Yeah, I haven't seen any more rumors, but yeah, it does.
And he really in our team he can only really play one position, and that's left back. And it's not even our
The way
left
we
backs
play.
don't really the way he plays, the style, or even like the area that he operates in is not really where we need him. So he's really a no-brainer for him to leave, unfortunately, because I really like the guy. Like I know there was a lot of talks about him even becoming a potential captain just because of like the grittiness and the just the tenacity that he has. But
Yeah, I wouldn't mind him staying,
he
but I don't think he will.
yeah, unfortunately he's just an old style fullback. That's what it really is. And like the game has evolved, but he hasn't been able to evolve with us.
Goddamn.
All right, everybody.
Oh,
All right. Well, what work is calling?
No.
Oh, I thought I was about to say.
No, I won't fucking pick up.
Hey, you lied, bro.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I will pick up. I'll pick up.
Hey. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna be doing a lot of these, probably at least once a week with rumors and charts and fucking comparisons and all this shit that we have planned. And also tune in for us covering the Champions League with some homies. We'll be doing the final live and revealing a new channel then. So yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. We're moving on to bigger and better things.
Hey, real quickly, we should be analyzing once we sign a player, we should analyze how that particular player is gonna fit into our team. and kind of record our like
Oh, yeah.
reaction and how we feel about it. Kind of similar.
What, like
Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
as a group or just individually?
No, that's a group. It's a group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and probably go in depth, like just talking about that one player for like an entire hour, type of thing. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Okay. We should also do like a little mini video.
Yeah, like a little, at least a reaction video.
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't want to fucking edit though. I think I'm gonna pay somebody to edit. Fuck that.
You don't even have to edit. Like you just like I think
Pass it
just-
on to you.
Just going live and like reacting to the videos like
I'm kidding.
the biggest part of it.
Yeah.
I think somebody's ability to communicate like their thoughts on shit is the most valuable thing. Like the way that you do and the way that we. do.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Yeah.
What else
Yeah.
you gotta say before we head out? Nothing else.
No, it's still. Oh shit, dude! You're in a gang.
I'm throwing West
Gang.
Side, West Coast, man.
West Coast, man. It's in
Nah,
the
that's
East Coast.
That's an East.
Bro, I don't think you've ever been to the West
That's
Coast.
an E for Ecuador right there. E for Ecuador right there.
E for Ecuador.
E for Ecuador, Caicedo.
Caicedo.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We'll do some of the highlights of this video and put them on TikTok and YouTube. And thank you for tuning in. Peace.
Peace,
Peace.
peace, peace, peace. All right.
Yo, I've been getting real